Holy crap, where am I? This doesn't look anything like what you normally see. Neat, huh? Today, we're going to have a special guest. We're going to talk all about his rig and why we're in this cool, strange new place. That's all coming up next here on Todd's Turntable Talk. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Todd's Turntable Talk. Before we get started, I want to remind everybody to hit that subscribe button, as well as the bell notification, both located underneath this video, to remind you each and every time a new episode drops on our channel. So here we are in a strange new place.
Yeah, it's not too strange for me, but it's home. Literally.
Right.
Literally.
I'd like to introduce our special guest for this episode, my good friend, the Hitman, Brett Fortney.
Hey.
Brett, you and I have been humongous music nerds our entire lives.
Yeah.
That's actually how we became friends.
Yeah.
We met when you were the DJ at Mo-Doggies.
Yep, and you were a fan of Crop Circle.
Crop Circle. Yep. Went on to play with them for a little while and spend many of my formative years at Mo-Doggies.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Playing Tool songs and stuff.
It's true.
Yeah.
I miss that place, though.
Yeah, I do too.
Not so much the Tool, though.
No.
But we are in Brett's headquarters here. We have dubbed the Groove Room.
Yeah.
Because, grooves and vinyl records.
Yeah.
Music makes you groove.
Yeah.
It's clever, right?
Very clever.
Right?
You came up
God,
with
I hope
very
it is.
quick. It was really good. It was really good.
Like 10 seconds.
I know. It was good. I think you might have planned that for some reason. I don't know why, but I feel like the way.
This is where our shows are going to be filmed from here on out. Because, well, it's just a damn cool room. And Brett has been kind enough to let this be the new studios for where we're going to film stuff. So we thought this episode we would talk about his setup for his vinyl listening experiences, what he prefers, why he gets the things he does, and kind of do a little rig rundown here of the Hitman's Rig. So we'll get started with that. Why don't you walk us through your setup? We'll save this beauty for last.
Okay.
Because she is pretty. This is a longer conversation, though.
Yeah, it can be a longer conversation for sure. I'm more into like vintage stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I know that some of the new stuff works really well and stuff, but I'm used to stuff that I was brought up with. So I like, I like PV amplifiers that weigh 50, 60 pounds.
Right.
Speakers that might weigh another 80 or so.
That if they tip over, you might murder someone.
You might get hurt yourself. They could probably kill. I just have this linear tech, mixing board. I do like the 5 to 8 channel equalizer for both sides to it. I don't want to have my EQ just set for both. I want each side to have their own individual EQ. That's why another reason I like the older models, because they do that kind of stuff.
Do you notice any sort of difference in the sound at all? Like, does it make a difference between something like this and like the newer kind of more digitally?
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, a lot of the newer ones will only have one EQ for both sides. A lot of times, with records that we're talking about today, you might have a stereo version of an album that you might want to maybe turn up or turn down the vocals because they're all coming from left side and maybe it might be too powerful, or the opposite, you might need to turn them up. So I like the EQ for both sides.
What do you power this with?
At this point, I got this thing, the Pile Pro.
And I noticed you got the BBE going on there.
A lot of people don't like the BBE, and I understand, but I personally like it just because I don't have subs. And I can get a full, kind of like a fake bass out of these.
Okay.
With this BBE. That's kind of what it does.
So you find that with the BBE, it gives you all the bass you really need?
It does. A lot of people go with a crossover and stuff. I know a lot of other people too, because I pretty much have a DJ booth set up in my basement.
Here we are.
Because that's how for the last, almost 40 years that I've played and listened to music.
Yeah. So we got the mixer.
Yeah.
We got the amp with the bass boost, basically.
The BBE, they call that. Yeah.
But it all starts at the most important part.
Yeah.
The turntable.
Yeah.
I myself have a Sony PST-22 from, I think we discovered it was from 1980, right? When we looked
right
it
around
up.
there, yeah.
Beautiful turntable, but this bad boy here, I'm jealous of right here.
This isn't the top of the line. This is like a medium $250, $300 or so, which is very affordable for what it is, because this resembles in almost every fashion the old Technics 1200, which was the
It does look a lot like it.
I mean, everything. The buttons are there. Everything's pretty much the same thing.
Let's crack this bad boy open and.
All right. So it even has all the bells and whistles that the old ones did. The Techniques. This is made by Audio Technica.
I really love. I love how sleek it is. I love the color, like the colored cartridge. I know they're all colored, but against the black, it looks really cool. And it's got 2 strobes.
Well,
you want to kick that on there?
Yeah, sure. One of the strobes is just to make sure you have the speed right. That's what this does.
That I know, but I've never seen one like this before.
And this is just when you put the needle on the record, put the needle on the record, put the needle on the record, and the drum beats go like this. When you do that, it gives you the light to make sure you're putting the needle exactly where you want it.
Oh, how cool.
And then I don't want to scratch, but then, you bring your tone arm down.
Right, don't do that.
No. But this light, can be turned off or turned around or whatever. It can actually be ticking out if you want. But I aim it towards the needle so I know exactly, because some albums are kind of rough at the beginning.
Right.
They weren't cut right or whatever, and if you don't put the needle on the record at the right place, it can mess your needle up pretty good.
Right. Now, when you got it, did you have to reconfigure anything, or did it come from the factory pretty set up as far as like the weight and stuff like that?
No, I had to do the weights myself.
Okay.
I had to do the weights myself.
Yeah, that's the thing we always want to stress, and we have a video about setting up your turntable. Even when you get it from the factory, you think it might be all set up. 9 times out of 10, it probably isn't.
Yeah.
You're still going to want to do the weights and stuff yourself out of the gate.
Right, for sure. This, for the price, is great because they call this, they don't say beginners, but they use pretty much the same term.
Like introductory kind of?
Yeah. And I don't really see this turntable as that at all.
It's gorgeous.
There's another model that's called the LP60, which is half, because it's 120, and then this other one is 60, where the tone arm is the straight arm. I like the S shape.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is. It's just
personal preference.
I've always liked that. I feel like
I've noticed the S-shaped ones seem to be easier to align the cartridge and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's got that groove already in the arm. So I mean that's really helpful too.
And the weight and counterweights were really easy to set up on here. If you just watch a YouTube video, maybe like yours, to show you how to do it, it's very simple.
Very, very simple.
Very simple.
Well, thanks for walking us through your setup, man.
Thanks a lot.
We hope this has been cool for you guys to check out. Maybe give you guys some ideas of stuff you might want to try with your own systems.
Yeah.
And we're going to have Brett back for another episode. We're going to walk through some of his favorite records from his collection, tell you about the history of them maybe, or just why maybe you should have it too. We'll do that next time. So until then, we'll see you next time on Todd's Turntable Talk.
Peace.